Congratulations, Lafayette. You now have 5 new economic development districts. I have all the signed documents right here. If you're wondering why your phone calls, by the way, there were, 1,508 recorded objections to these districts that the council office recorded. If you're wondering why that had no effect, it's because someone sent the council members this document. This is 23 pages of common questions and answers. What the question is and how you answer is back here. Each question has an answer. So when your constituents call, you can find the question and then just regurgitate what the document says you should say. It's a talking point. It's built in. But if you're wondering who put this out, fortunately, I got the digital version of this. Someone emailed it to me. And it's got the digital signature of Danielle Bro. She is the director of LCG's Development and Planning Department. So she wrote this document to explain to councilmen who might get a phone call because, you know, somebody gave them their phone number. Gets a phone call on this stuff, and my favorite was this one. We published this a while back. Question number 4, creating 6 new taxes to pay for 6 private real estate developments is a really good deal for those 6 developers. Well, she's going to debunk that. She's going to say, this is erroneous. There are not 6 developers. Okay. Let's look at what there are. So we're going to look at these documents, these signed documents. This is Holy Rosary Institute. The last one on here is Holy Rosary Development Corporation. I had to pull it. I can't read the signature, and it doesn't say who it is. It just says president. So we pulled it, and it's Dustin Cravens out of Opelousas. You know, they keep telling people, oh, don't listen to anybody if they're not from Lafayette. Well, this guy's from Opelousas. Never mind the Charles Landry guy that's been coming in here from Baton Rouge. They paid him $55,000 pro bono to convince the council and write documents like this, that this is the right thing to do. In the last waking moments, I mean, literally, this is the last day. At 5 o'clock, this council is done. Monday, the new council is inaugurated. But anyway, all these out-of-town folks coming to tell Lafayette how to spend their money with them, of course. So here's Dustin Cravens. Next, Joel Robideau's signature. Here's Pat Lewis's signature. And Anita Begnaud. This is Downtown Development Authority. So Anita, not a developer, right? But this is what's going on with that. And this is the $83 million proposed co-living hotel commercial space planned for downtown Lafayette. This is an $83 million project. And who's the developer? Well, the developer is a company called Acadia. And guess where they are? They're in New Orleans. So don't listen to anything from anybody out of town. But we'll listen to New Orleans. Next on, this is really good. I had asked Anita back on December the 9th, hey, were any feasibility studies performed on the hotel or any of the other items mentioned in this proposal? Her answer, the DDA did not initiate studies as it pertains to the downtown Lafayette EDD. This is an initiative coming from the Mayor-President's office, so your inquiries are best directed to LCG. But, I mean, I just showed you it's got Anita's signature on it. So apparently she must know something about it. Next, who are the other beneficiaries of this? The last Northway Economic Development District is signed for Ravis Martinez. We showed him on video yesterday. And his company actually is called Pride Opportunity Developers. It says that he is it doesn't say anything. It just says he's Ravis Martinez. No president, no title. So I pulled up Pride Opportunity Developers. There's no members. They're all LLCs. So I pulled all of the LLCs. Here they are. First one, Millennium Management, is John Ford. Oh, imagine that. A guy who was running for parish council. He didn't win, but he was running for council. He's a beneficiary of this. Next, Savarco Group LLC. That's Ravis Martinez. And finally, Greater Good Consulting, which is Royal Hill or Ava Hill, one of them. So that's who's the beneficiary there. That seems like there's quite a few beneficiaries. Whether they're developers or not, they're going to be getting money for this. Next on the list, Trappe Economic Development District. This is kind of a mystery to me. This one was signed for by Marcel Wisnia, who is a managing member of Trappe Economic Development District. And if you're wondering, another out-of-town company, these guys are out of New Orleans, St. Charles Street or Common Street, New Orleans. Which is kind of weird because I know Steve Ortega was talking about this project that he's going to be involved, and he's right here in Lafayette. So I don't know why they're using a New Orleans company. Steve Ortega's right there. I'm going to put that video out eventually too, but it's just bizarre. Next one is the University Gateway Economic Development District. That's the one that's kind of weird shaped. The DDA is pretty weird too. It looks like Swiss cheese. This one just looks kind of like an accordion turned sideways. But it is signed for by Town Folk Inc. is the signature on here. And actually there's two LLCs associated with this one. Town Folk Inc. is a long one. Let me rattle through these as quick as I can. Gabriel Rodriguez, Brittany Boudreau, Amy Dalcourt, Cheryl Loriot, Emily Witowski, Jennifer Burrell Doucette, Dale Honoré, Jacob Danos, and Dina Wildy. They're breaking things up here a little bit. These are actually mostly in Lafayette. Next one was Oasis Community, Cautry, Brian Carmouche, Valerie Lewis, Ken Lazard, Valerie Carey, Joshua Edmond, and Kia Butler. So those are all the beneficiaries. So when they say in their official document, oh, it's not true, none of it's true. I've got the documents. So at any rate, take it for what it's worth, Lafayette. Congratulations, taxes are coming. I believe the official date is going to be sometime in mid-February. Happy Valentine's Day. Pay your taxes.